Hi there and welcome. I'm going to start with a story today because I'm in my nest. I'm Kate, and I've shared recently that I have been doing quite a number of projects very regularly. And because I finished a really big one, I'm going to go a little bit wild and off my plan and timeline and just do what I feel like. So today, the backstory is I've been tidying up this very full nest, which has got lots and lots of treasures, pieces, leftover embroideries, um, and I don't call them scraps. Something here, what is that? Oh, that's my very vintage um, pouch. That is actually the leftover from February. Anyway, I came down and started putting things in this little, one of my favourite of all containers. It's a covered box from Roxy's, was that volume 5 where I started last year? Anyway, it got me thinking that I have so many dreams and plans, and I thought, let's see how far we have come since we did. This was my first one. I've done a giant one. So I've got a little covered box. I've got a large covered box. And then I remembered, putting this down, that I have a middle-sized box that I'd like to cover that I got from the sewing basket. So there's a little tag. This was from last year. It's been sitting, in fact, it's been sitting in my spare room, not being used because the colour isn't right. The flowers make me happy, but I need to do it. So that's what I'm going to share with you. A huge change of mind about something. I've found the basting glue that my mum told me 7 or 8 months ago to get to save me pins because I'm running out of pins. I'm absolutely at the moment thinking about hand quilting because I've done some on my quilt, and I'm loving the look of people who quilt with black thread. That's random, isn't it? And I've got all sorts of little tiny pieces, and that's making me think about layering. So before I jump into my making, I'm hoping you've got your stitching or something to do. How are you feeling today? I'm just had some time reading some lovely comments this morning and answering them. So I feel like I'm getting my my rhythm back, and it does take a while. So here we go. Deep breath. I've been reflecting on so many things and enjoying my making so much. There's my little love that. I'm surrounded by things that I love, and I thought I've got some things that need to be done, but I have got a project that I started as a nest. And I do have quite a lot of nests, and I know many of you have made nests and vessels as well. But I am thinking that I would like to reimagine. This is the nest that I started a while ago. It might look like the blossom to you, but it's a completely different blanket. And this is the freedom of just feeling in a particular mood. So I want to use this as the beginning of my, I don't measure, I'm just thinking, what did I do on the other one? I had plain blanket, remember this was the green one, and I glued over the top, so I won't make that hang over. We'll do, I don't know what I'll do with that. but I want this, rather than to stay stagnant, I want it to be absolutely bursting 3D up here, so much that it may be that I take the handle off and this just becomes a treasure lid. In fact, I'm thinking that I might do that. I don't know how to at the moment. So let's just think this is going to be like a box of chocolate. It's my husband's birthday coming up, so I've been thinking about chocolates and celebrations, special times. He loves chocolate. I've got a good thing now. I used to love chocolate, but now I only eat it if it's frozen, which is good because most chocolate isn't frozen. So it's a good measure. So what am I doing here? I'm just trimming this completely down. This is blanket, of course, from the Green Door. You can get it online. Sorry if that's bumping. Okay, so I've got a piece of tapestry. We're going to stitch. I want to embroider, but I thought I'd just outline first. So none of these scraps will go unturned. I've got that little bit there. I've still got this. That will be a pouch, but I know you've been seeing me make lots of pouches, but that one's still there with the satin. And then I might change blanket for around the side. I'm not sure, but I want it cheery, joyful, colourful, and a representation of all that I've been doing. And I want to start using some black thread as well. So how does that sound? I'm going to center on this small piece to start with, and who knows where we'll end up. So what do I need to do first, Kate? I want this to go over the top. We might use the first bit. This is quilter's basting. I've never used it before, but if that helps that stay without a pin, I think that would be fun. So of course we're going to have flowers as far as we can see, and embroidery. I've also been inspired, and I know I keep mentioning it, like the more you watch YouTube, but also I have to say the Roxy, sorry, I've gone blank. It's still live, and seeing everyone's bouquets of flowers, it's like flower mania everywhere. And it is, oh, that's what I wanted to bring down. I've got so many of these tiny little bits that I'm not using in my quilt. I want there to be every colour under the sun. And I'm just trimming off some of that now. I know a few of you out there don't like me doing that, but it's par for the course in my work. Okay, let's just stick and stick so that once we start stitching, we don't have to stop. Okay, so I'm going to put that one below and then that one over the top. I've got this as many different sorts of textures as I can, and some focal points. So flower to flower. And I've had some wonderful, I just love this community, just wonderful ideas for me and about colour and just different ways of doing things. It's just such fun. Okay, what else have I got here randomly? I might put that on, but I'll put that on, oh, maybe not straight away. Do I need any more fabrics? If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I got this out to do as well. That's a piece where I was testing out my, whether the glue worked. My tea clutches, made out of recycled tea towels. And this was just lurking there, but it was the one that reminded me of how I want to explore some black and lots of contrast. Maybe not yet. Maybe it's the blue, because this is quite pale down here. Look, let's start doing some stitching. And let's go straight into it, she says. But have I got any of my coloured threads? Let's just start with this. I'll try and put the lid on. Start with a good habit. Now, Judy sat beside me yesterday at the green door. Oh, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to hope, because she thought it important I learn how to knot. I'm going to try. That's me trying a quilter's knot, which probably isn't that bad, because it won't go through and it will save my threads. I want to make this flower brighter. Because this is nice and tiny, we can just start with some thread painting. Oh. I'm trying to save thread. So it's like putting my learning into practice. And that's what we want to do. More light. Because this time last year I hadn't even come back. I hadn't held a needle in my hands for an incredibly long time. So that colour is going to look gorgeous there. Getting caught on something. When in doubt, Kate snips. Can you see me when I'm over there? Yeah. The light is a bit changeable. Okay, so let's do that petal, leave one, and then let's do this little one here. Just to use up the thread. Yep, and then over here. Gee, that one went fast. One more little one, just when you think. Now, let's see. I'm really experimenting. I'm just going to go where the needle takes us. So back stitch. It's almost like I'm doing it backwards, I think, but it doesn't matter. Feeling so free, almost giddy. Let's just do a little stitch there. Come up. Go across there. There. One more stitch. Okay, so that already looks like someone's unfinished embroidery. Now I left that up there because I want to see if I can join this flower to that needlework. Now what else? So that's sticking really well. Fancy that. That's going to revolutionize my flower upon flower. So I want, that's real, and this is not real. Needle point. So let's go in there. Actually, I don't like that red one as much. Well, that'd be nice if I embroidered it first, but I won't. put that one there. I had this needle with perlé. There's no pins in this corner. Oh, here comes the hay fever again. Do you excuse me? Oh. Goodness. You know, I'm loving the stories behind each piece already as I think about. There's the Robbo sofa there, and Teresa's gifted Kath Holden, and a lovely lady from Sydney who is going back to live overseas. Okay, let's leave those there because I want to experiment with something in a minute. Oh, I forgot to knot. Has to be a new habit. Formed. Bit too much pink. Got to make some more clover flowers, and I'll share that with you. Just looking for something else layered. I know I said I was putting something else there, but I've changed my mind. Let's have a quick check-in so far. Yep, the garden's growing quickly. This I've left upright, and I want to put something else underneath that, like a frill. But I don't think I've got it down here. Here's a little bit of not quite, but I like the texture of that. Of course, we might have a bluebird that comes down to fly at some point, and maybe even multi-layered. Got all these little bits. Oh, that's a pretty one. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring out black thread. In my journals, I machine sew in black all the time. But I don't think I've used it in hand stitching ever, so watch out. Now, a needle. I'm feeling like I'm talking to myself this afternoon, but I'm hoping you're out there and stitching away, or crocheting or knitting. What's it there for? Okay, I'll keep that pen there. Not Kate. So Judy says that down, that's it. I think I'm starting to get it, Juju. 1, 2, 3. There we are, I've got a knot. I'm trying to slow down, so these are sort of neat. Oh yes. So I've gone quiet, haven't I? Because this is joyful. So this is already the story behind this piece. This will be glued down, so just do a little, what was that? That was caught from before. Okay, let's balance with this over here. Oh, sorry, I forgot a knot. Oh, can't get up. So I'm already thinking that I might use black thread to quilt the blossom by hand. Turn it into like a little coverlet. In fact, I saw, who was that? Oh, the beautiful Kathleen Sunbury from Canada. She's making the Gosling quilt, but she's see, look how effective that little stitch is. I'll have to try that. She's backing it over an already cancered Indian coverlet that she found. I thought that's a great idea too. Then I saw the lovely Sandy at the Green Door yesterday. Sandy's an artist, and she rescues garments as well from op shops, and she was wearing a totally reclaimed skirt that she had embroidered and appliqued and patched, and it was so beautiful. That's got me thinking about a skirt. Many of you ask about my sleeves. I'll start doing my own, so watch out. Oops, making you shake. All right, so there's that little bit of stitching, bit of embroidery. This little tulip, I might actually put a tiny little bit of wadding under that. This nearly complete. What else have we got that we could? This is the leftover leaf from there. I love that you get height. Actually, I might save that for around the side because we've got to think. Is that my pouch? No, that's not going to be. This is going to be my edging, I think. Let's, Kate, do not lose focus. Love that shaggy bit there. Neighborhood dog. The neighbors must be, he's like clockwork, must be coming home from work. Greets them. What if we bend that up? Maybe there. I want to embroider that orange flower. But this one can be a friend with this one's. It's getting into mixed media, isn't it? If I'm gluing, I don't know. Just break that under there for now. That's it. The other thing, I've got some beautiful these came from the beautiful Missy as well. I'm repurposing a mum's cardigan. Look at that. This is what I want in here. I want, see, I can still embroider after that. How about that? Bit of bling in the garden. Embellish, embellish. These are the ones. Okay, my friends, I am excited. I hope you've enjoyed that. So many directions to go in. But for now, the little reclaimed, speaking of reclaimed, I'll reclaim that needle. The little reclaimed, oh, where did I have that? In here, yeah. Sewing box has started to bloom on top. Layers and layers to come. And yes, I'll work out, it doesn't look hard. I'm going to take this handle off. It's got a magnetic closure. And next time you see it, I'm hoping it will be even more of a garden. So until next time, stay well, take care. This is Kate in the Nest. Bye.